Let me explain this 3-in-1 issue. It's not biblically correct to say, and I've heard this all my life, the Trinity is three separate entities but one God, or three separate persons but one God. That's not biblical. And that makes it even more confusing. All right, because they say, well, how can three separate persons be one? Never said three separate persons. It says 3 in 1. All right. Now, if we're made in the image of God, does the Bible say we're made in the image of God? Made in the likeness of God? Okay. If we're 3 in 1 and we're made in His image, then He has to be similar to us, or we could not be made in His image. So God is similar to us in this nature of being 3 in 1. When you look at me, you're looking at a Trinity. I'm not claiming to be God or anything like that. I'm just saying I'm created in the image of God. I'm a triune being. Okay? Because look, think about it. When you're looking at me, you see 3. You see my flesh. You see one person, but this one person is made up of 3. He's made up of a flesh, a body. He's made up of a soul. He's made up of a spirit. But how many manlies is it? It's one. And these 3 can be separate of one another. Just like God's 3 in 1, and God's 3 can be separate of one another. You know, when I die, you walk up to my casket, my coffin, you're going to see my shell. But my soul and my spirit are going to be separate from one another. They're going to be separate from my body. They're going to be in heaven. Okay? You could look and say, there's Manly down on the earth. But in heaven, they're also saying, here's Manly in heaven. So there's 3 in 1. Same way God is. All right? God's 3 in 1. Jesus was God's flesh. God the Father in heaven was the soul. And the Holy Spirit is that which is on earth, which dwells in our hearts. So there's 3 in 1. We'll never understand it, but that's what the Bible teaches. And I think that's the clearest explanation for it.